Parents, relatives, and friends, good morning to one and all. My name is Zachary Beam, and it is my distinct honor and privilege to serve as the principal of Fort Mill High School. We gather here today to honor our graduates. I ask that those in the stands remain seated and refrain from shouting, clapping, or any behavior that may take any attention away from our graduates during the presentation of the diplomas. Upon the last graduate crossing the stage, I ask that each of you join me in giving the class of 2023 a standing ovation at that time. It is essential that every graduate in this ceremony be given the dignity, respect, and honor that they are due on this happy occasion. Each person in attendance came to convey their respect and support to one or more of our graduates, and they desire to hear clearly the specific names of those graduates called and to see them walk across the stage without distraction. Please help us to make this a dignified ceremony that honors each graduate. Thank you.
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated. Good morning and welcome to the Fort Mill High School Class of 2023 graduation ceremony. My name is Anya Huggins and I have had the pleasure of serving as the current student body president on our last year of high school. I would just like to thank all of you, teachers, students, friends, and family for being in attendance today. You have had an undeniable impact on all of our graduates here. From our freshman year at home in isolation to sitting here side by side, not 6 feet apart, we have experienced the epic highs and lows of high school. We all experienced two very colorful principals. Yes, I'm talking about Mr. Beam's beard, a fireball at Big Man on Campus, a virtual Spirit Week creating lifelong connections, the constant asking is it an A day or a B day? And an overwhelming sense of community as we proudly declare we are Fort Mill. As we embark on our next adventure, remember, regardless of all the struggles we have before us, you'll always have a support system back home at the Yellow Jacket universe. Thank you, everyone. We did it.
Good morning. Thank you to all the students, families, school board members, and guests who are present here today. My name is Yoshi, and I am privileged to be speaking before everyone as the salutatorian of the class of 2023. Though I can see many familiar faces in the sea of blue caps, for those of you who may not know me, just know that I'm a pretty reserved person, so this will probably be the most you'll hear me speak in one go. Anyway, I'll keep this brief and hopefully convey a meaningful lesson or two that I've learned while at Fort Mill High School. First things first, our high school experience has been a roller coaster ride. I gotta be honest that the start of freshman year was quite a transition for me. Being fresh out of middle school, the high school campus made me feel like a lost kid at engaging, but they went a step further to support my future endeavors and guide me towards success. Beyond the classroom, there were ample opportunities to discover and grow in your passions. Cross country was where I met, ran alongside, and made great memories with encouraging and hardworking friends, including my passionate coach, who was actually an insanely good runner himself. At the engineering club, I became better at leading and planning projects, and I do admit was pretty stressful, but in the end, rewarding to see everybody's final work. Though everyone has had a different high school experience, we all share memories that we can look back on with a smile and have learned lessons that have made us who we are today. Please do not lose sight of the connections that you have made and the people that drive us forward each day. Whether that be a friend, a supportive teacher, an inspiring coach, or another significant figure, I hope that you cherish and stay in touch with those who have had or continue to have a positive impact on your life. High school graduation is only the end of one chapter in our lives, and for the past 4 years, it has been an honor being a part of the Yellow Jacket universe with you all. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2023.
My fellow graduates, teachers, faculty, family, and friends, welcome. I am thankful for the opportunity to talk to you all today as the class of 2020-23 valedictorian. We never thought this day would come. We wished for its quick delivery, counting down the days on our calendars, but now that it has finally arrived, I'm sorry it has, because it means leaving behind friends who inspire me, teachers who have been my mentors, and so many incredible people who have shaped my life and the lives of my fellow students indelibly and forever. Today, the home of the Yellow Jackets is now also the home of tomorrow's doctors, lawyers, soldiers, teachers, musicians, artists, and architects. This morning, we are here to celebrate our achievements, both individually and as a school, and the journey on which we have all embarked toward our future destinations. Each of us has had our own unique experiences at Fort Mill, a combination of good times and bad times, times of laughter and joy, times of school spirit, and of course, times of last-minute studying for that exam we all forgot was taking place tomorrow morning. Today, we are here to reflect on these past 4 years of our lives. I feel that it is safe to say that the class of 2020-23 has had a very interesting and quite unorthodox high school experience. We entered freshman year confused, afraid, excited, and overwhelmed by the transition from middle to high school. We attended our first pep rallies, school assemblies, football games, and in the process began to learn what it means to be a Yellow Jacket. In March of 2020, our freshman year was interrupted by a global pandemic, which found my fellow students and I having to adapt to an entirely new learning process for the better part of our freshman and sophomore years. Needless to say, these were trying times not only for students and their families, but also for our school's faculty and staff. And in spite of the challenges and adversities that we faced, we remained united and finished out our junior and senior years stronger and more determined than ever before. I'm immensely proud of how far we have all come since the beginning of our high school careers. I look around this room and can't help but reminisce about all of the incredible memories we have made, all of the lasting friendships we have forged, and all of the love and dedication that we have implemented into our individual journeys as well as into our wider Fort Mill community. I look into this crowd and see 4 years of laughter, tears, successes, growth, and most of all, hope. Hope for a new generation of bright young leaders and lifelong learners who are bound to change their communities and the world for the better. It is the mission of Fort Mill High School to provide each student with the necessary skills and knowledge needed to be a lifelong learner and a responsible, productive citizen in a democratic society, according to the pledge that has been very firmly ingrained into the memories of each one of my fellow students. A pledge that we have recited at the start of each school day since the beginning of 9th grade. I believe that at the core of our school's mission statement lies the theme of togetherness. It has been through the incredible friendships we have fostered that we have grown into the young adults we are today. It is because of the deep connections we have forged with our classmates and teachers that we are stronger, wiser, and more capable individuals. Whether it was collaborating to organize fundraisers for the Special Olympics, working together to complete an English project, or assembling jazzercise costumes for Spirit Week, so many of the important memories we have been made together. As we begin to enter into this new chapter of our lives, we will undoubtedly be ambushed by a multitude of uncertainties. And however daunting these unknowns may be, I am confident that each and every one of us is capable of success. Our Fort Mill education has equipped us with all the pen and ink we need to write the next chapters of our stories, and I am confident that we will all become best-selling authors. With our friends, family, and mentors by our sides, we are sure to succeed and show the world the infinite talent that Fort Mill graduates have to offer. Thank you once again to all family, friends, faculty, and staff. It is because of all of your love and support that we are able to walk across this stage today. Congratulations to the Fort Mill graduating class of 2023. Let us all leave the ceremony today ready to show the world that Fort Mill Yellow Jackets will stop at nothing to pursue their dreams and achieve excellence. Thank you.
I'd like to take this time to welcome the members of the Fort Mill School District Board of Trustees here with us today. Chairwoman Christy Spears, Vice Chairman Wayne Bolden, Ms. Michelle Branning, Dr. Scott Frateroli, Mr. Anthony Bodie, Ms. Lippy Pratt, and Mr. Joe Helms, as well as our Superintendent, Dr. Chuck Epps, Associate Superintendent, Ms. Leanne Lordo, and Mr. Gail Scroggs. Welcome parents, relatives, and friends. Welcome faculty and staff of Fort Mill High School, and most importantly, welcome class of 2023. It is customary to recognize the distinguished members of our faculty who will be leaving us for the next chapter of life, retirement. Even though all their journeys did not begin at Fort Mill High School, we are thankful that they ended their careers as Yellow Jackets. Together, they represent more than 80 years of educational service to students. At this time, we'd like to recognize our retiring teachers, Ms. Jan Manus, First Sergeant Stephen Spragg, and Ms. Laura Botter. Y'all please stand. We thank you investing your time, talents, and passions into our students at Fort Mill High School. To everyone here and everyone watching at home today, May 27th, 2023 is a day that marks a significant milestone in your life. This day marks the culmination of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. I want to start by saying thank you to everyone who is celebrating a graduate. Your commitment to your young person's education has been a vital part of their success. To the class of 2023, as you sit here in your cap and gown, I ask you to take a moment to reflect on all the people who have been a part of your journey to get to this day. I hope that you are able to find a way to thank them and honor their contributions to your success. A graduation speech is usually filled with advice, but before I continue with that tradition and privilege of giving you your last official lesson as a Fort Mill High School student, I want to say thank you. Thank you for embracing me and accepting me as your principal. I could not be more honored to stand before you and speak to you on your graduation day. I'd like to leave you with a few pieces of advice as you prepare to move beyond the walls of Fort Mill High School. First, remember where you came from and celebrate all the people and moments that got you here. I hope you remember the traditions you experienced in your years at Fort Mill High. I want you to think back fondly on your Spirit Weeks, pep rallies, the late night games, the concerts and performances, the state championships, the school trips, your clubs, and eating lunch with your friends, and so many more. All of these pieces, big or small, are what made your years here meaningful and memorable. Second, always pursue your passions. When you love what you do, you will be more committed, creative, and resilient in facing challenges. Don't settle for anything less than what excites and motivates you. Third, be a lifelong learner. Learning doesn't stop after graduation. It's a journey and it's not limited to a classroom. Embrace new opportunities, seek out new experiences, and never stop growing. Fourth, don't be afraid to take risk. Taking risk is a crucial part of personal and professional growth. It's about stepping outside your comfort zone and welcoming new challenges. Don't let fear hold you back. Finally, remember to be kind. Very simple, kind gestures can significantly impact those around you. Your kindness can positively alter someone's day or even their life. Be kind to others, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. In conclusion, I congratulate each and every one of you for what you have accomplished in order to arrive at this moment. You have worked hard for the last 13 years, and your achievements today is a testament to your dedication and perseverance. You will always hold a special place in my heart as my first graduating class. I wish you all the best and much success. Class of 2023, I am proud of you. And always remember, you belong, and I love you. Thank you. I got a little emotional. At this time, I would like to present the candidates for the graduating class of 2023.
Isabella Marguerite Anise. Yoshiharu Ono. Brianna Elizabeth Lambert. Megan Claire Ingerslew. Jordan William Brown. Nicholas Graziano D'Agostino. Ava Marie Gondis. Joel Ben Patratanu. Grace Ann Dewey. Matta Zelinxis. Anya Chloe Constance Huggins. Ella Catherine Madej. Caroline Mackenzie Rhodes. Caitlin Marie Aberly. Harrison McGuire Adams. Lydia Sky Alimo. Ryan Christopher Aldovino. Jade Carissa Alford. Nolan Michael Ames. Daniel Edward Anderson. Mabry Elise Anderson. Mitchell David Anderson. Reagan Jeanette Arxer. George Samuel Atkinson. Daniel Orlando Atunkar. Tamia Lachey Austin. Braden Gregory Bear. Allison Alexandra Bagnell. Jackson Connor Baker. Nawan DeBron Baker. Carly Faith Barnes. Connor Grayson Barnes. Natalia Patricia Barrera. Sarah Bonnie Barraclough. Elijah Barrel Beck. Kiera Teresa Beebe. Valentina Bijorano Torres. Gavin Mahoney Bennett. Lexi Catherine Bennett. Nigel Lamar Bennett. Arnav Bupathi. Ashlyn Marie Beal. Clara Kathleen Bischoff. Guillermo Bistrain y Loaiza. Aaron Amira Blue. Cameron Jacob Beamer. Owen Jacob Borsinko. Tyra Shanae Bradley. Owen Allen Brackstad. Victoria Grace Breziel. Ethan Woodrow Briggs. Caleb Lucas Brock. Amelia Jane Bromham. Shane Samantha Brooke. Anna Lindsay Brown. Adriana Luis Bubico. Gannon John Burt. Jacob Paul Burton. Chase Alexander Butler. Abby Grace Bazard. Hannah Madison Bazard. Violet Bruce Calderon. Alexis Christine Campbell. Jeremiah Claude Campbell. Kaylee Marie Campbell. Alexandria Madison Caridi. Nicholas Andrew Caridi. Juliana Gabrielle Carmelo. Samantha Noel Carnahan. Elijah Akeem Carter. Ryan Patrick Carter. Jaden Emerson Chandler. Sierra Morgan Chandler. Jonah Price Chatham. Nala Dior Chever. Sophie Rochelle Childs. Miller Thomas Dawson Chisholm. Mason Taylor Coma. Noah Stephen Churchill. Olivia Corinne Clark. Connor Munn Cleland. Devin Anthony Clegg. Matthew Michael Klein. Emma Catherine Coggins. Annette Colin Fernandez. Alexandria Bell Collette. Sarah Mackenzie Coletti. Morgan Olivia Collins. Michaela Ann Cohn. Savannah Lynn Connerly. Ethan Charles Kahn. William Chandler Arthur Connor. Caitlin Suzanne Conrad. Olivia Lucille Conry. Jacob Scott Conry. Indira Andrea Costin. James William Kokenauer. Elijah Cole Craddock. Chase Tilton Kreger. Ella Elizabeth Crocker. Jasmine Elizabeth Doss. Christian Stiles Davis. Lanaya Denise Davis. Landon Brooks Davis. Elizabeth Brianne Dawes. Ariana Catherine Day. Charles Henry DeBout. Julian Julio Del Campo. Anna Marie Dellinger. Olivia Devin Tyler DeVore. Caroline Elise Dickinson. Brielle Renee DeLegro. Colin William Dineley. Mildred Juanita Dinan. Davis Rayner Dunn. Nolan John Dwyer. Riley Marie Dyer. Jerome Edward Eberhart. Julia Ann Eckert, Layla Nicole Lillier Eckstein, Audrey Catherine Elliott, Jade Anna Kay Ellis, Sophia Rose Engler, Jackson Richard Epps, Xavier Noah Erickson, Jenna Esposito, Jacob Stanton Eubanks, Grace Elizabeth Fallon, Maxim Logan Felser, Hannah Sterling Farrell, Elisa Lynn Figueroa, Samantha Catherine Filburn, Anaya Fleming, Georgia Catherine Fling, Grace Elizabeth Flowers, Kaylin Nicole Frederick, Rachel Morgan Fuller, Andrew John Gaff, Kayla Noel Ganter, Adrian Christopher Garthis, Zachary James Gathman, Cameron Michelle Geary, Luke Brian Geller, Jalen Brooke Gewurtzman, Lucky Guy, Sophia Marie Giarizzi, Vincent Stewart Gibson, Grant Anthony Gertis, Lauren Elizabeth Glenn, Danielle Lorraine Gondis, Savannah Brooke Goninen, Adam Robert Goodwin, Brianna Miriam Godoris, Cameron Lee Goulet, Jermaine Nicholas Graham Washington, Mackenzie Jean Grant, Brianna Rhea Green, Mason Riley Green, Owen Forrest Green, Nicholas Robert Gregorio, Isaiah Corey Griggs, Emma Olivia Group, Brandon Jude Guillory, Gustavo Andreas Gurusiaga Burgos, John David Gustenhoven, Lillian Drew Gouda, James Cade Haley, Anna Kate Halligan, Jonathan Reagan Hansen, Dylan Emily Harder, Parker Cohen Harrigan, Addison Loria Harris, Daniel Charles Harris, Isaiah Emmanuel Haynes, Erin Elizabeth Hennessy, James Wesley Henrendine, Kayla Renee Hernandez, Cannon Robert Herring, Alaria Caitlin Hill, Connor Merrill Hillsmeyer, Liam Daniel Hines, Kevin Alexander Hoffman, William Stephen Holler, Kayla Olivia Hopkins, Haley Ayana Horner, Jordan Nicole Howell, Maddie Reese Howell, Jessen White Huffstetler, Andrew William Huffnagel, Ashley Lynn Huffnagel, Elisa Christina Hughes, Eason Michael Hunt, Adine Houston Basic, Brooklyn Elise Huseman, Edgar Flynn Hyde, Evan Garrett Eichert, Luke Ethan Ingerslew, Ava Elizabeth Jack, Abby Miracle Giaconetti, Megan Nicole Jaffaraki, Elijah Anthony Jarrett, Danielle Courtney Jeffers, Zachary Stephen Jennings, Matthew James Duranick, Finnegan Riley Jordan, Jaden Thomas Jang, Brooklyn Erica Johnson, Olivia Grace Johnson, Caden Michelle Jones, Emmanuel George Kanalakis, Kaylee Rose Kearns, Jeremy Mikhail Ruth Kellerman, Hannah Reese Keller, Bristol Leigh Kershaw, Joshua Thurston King, Marin Vaughn Kaiser, Noah William Kitchton, Alyssa Rose Kopp, Taylor Grace Covis, Trinity Becca Kravitz, Charles Daniel Kresser, Nicholas Benjamin Kreis, Cypress Aubrey Cush, Mason Joseph Cousin, H. Lee Lady, Abby Sharon Lake, Lydia Monique Laney, Angelina Emily Lawrence, Grace Kelly Ledbetter, Maya Rose Lisak, Eric Helge Hunter Lynn, Lauren Mia Lachard, Chase Allen Leffler, Jaden Nathan Lee Dean Love, Hugo Christopher Luck, Harper Grace Lumpkin, Sienna Catherine Lyden, Margaret Ann McDonald, Kieran Marie McGee, Ian Andrew McIsaac, Lily Ann McPherson, Jordan Rose Marr, Margaret Ann Margison, Penelope Marshall, Ella Varela Martinez, Owen Lewis Martinez, Anthony Ian Martinson, Justin Time Martinson, Sophie May Madsbu, Nathan Cherian Matthew, Kennedy Ann Matthews, Liam Patrick McCabe, Braylon Aris McCain, Madison Rose McLean, Jesse Wayne McClure, Connor Allen McDaniel, Jackson Tanner McKinney, Lainey Rush McMullen, Anna Locke McNeely, Madison Kaylee Mello, Jalen Jean Mendoza, Reagan Alexa Michael, Natalie Elizabeth Michaelo, Jaden Neely Micah, Addison Nicole Miller, Aubrey Ray Miller, Brianna Morgan Miller, Thomas James Miller, Ethan Tyler Mink, Bradley Moss Mitchell, Sebastian Carl Mitchell, Tyree Aiden Mobley, Quinn McDowell Megling, Gabriella Zoe Majushek, Juliana Marie Montilla, Samantha Lee Moore, Samantha Lee Moore, Jason Nicholas Moran, Colin Quinn Moriarty, Madeline May Moriarty, Daniel David Murillo Veras, Olivia Reese Morel, Ryan Patrick Morton, Ariana LaShawn Moss, Kinsley London Moyers, Sarah Michelle Mumford, Stephan Alexis Munguia, Nathaniel Javier Munoz, Ryan James Nato, Zachary Glenn Nastic, Valentina Navarro Jimenez, Thomas Mitchell Newby, Ava Isabel Newton, Harrison Bennett Whitney Knoll, Emma Catherine Notley, Tamaharu Ono, Leah Grace Opal, Jager Ryan Pinkowski, Ella Catherine Papadenis, Catherine Isabel Parham, Shrey Bhavin Parikh, Olivia Savage Parker, Michael Jamil Parrish, Elizabeth Grace Petit, Olivia Faye Patterson, Benjamin Albert Pokovitz, Lauren Morel Peasley, Marissa Elaine Peacher, Colin Joseph Pelfrey, Sunny Lanine Penaloza Galdamez, Colby Castillo Perez, Andy Elizabeth Fancook, Caroline Ashley Phillips, Nalshawn Malik Phillips, Emma Alexandria Pickett, Maxwell Cole Piercy, Van Tyler Piercy, Emily Ann Pilarzik, Brianna Janine Terrell Penn, Ravina Gowen Terrell Penn, Jenna Elise Pincus, Lindsay Dawn Plaster, Maggie Schramm Possinger, Bo Christian Prater, Andrew Thomas Preston, Aiden Christopher Price, Madeline May Price, Emily Grace Rabb, Sarah Madeline Rabb, Sarah Mackenzie Rackley, Thomas Martin Rampt, Jane Elizabeth Reddy, Maximilian Georg Reichert, McKenna Addison Rimillard, Alexis Marie Rimple, Ava Jane Ridge, Brianna Alexis Riley, Samuel Henry Rimmer, Kamaya Janae Rivers, Nora Ruth Robinson, William Conrad Rocket, Evan Scott Roney, Gloria Lee Ross, James Philip Rubley, Trinity Sky Ryan, Natalie Grace Salazar, Ashwa Tahir Mohammed Salah, Lily Michelle Sammartino, Leah Raquel Sanchez, Troy Langston Sanders, Carolina Naomi Santora, Dylan Michael Schaefer, Christian Allen Sheffer, Cooper Robert Schwanekamp, Noah Wiley Scott, Arden Elizabeth Seeger, Declan Joseph Sherlock, Jackson Stephen Scholl, Nicholas Samuel Scholl, Joshua Martin Shrewsbury, Devin Steiner Sibley, Ella Claire Simmons, Alyssa Elizabeth Lee Sims, Ronnie Joe Sims, Aiden Michael Sittler, Chelsea Lane Sizemore, Caroline Leona Slafka, Landon Verner Smith, Zachary Alexander Smith, Ava Elizabeth Snee, Jonah Andrew Snelson, Santiago Soto Fernandez, Brielle Anae Sparks. Aaliyah Majay Spears. Brenna Ray Stackelhouse. Adriana Kylie Staniszewski. Ashley Elaine Stanton. Benjamin Mason Stefanik. Ellis McKenna Stefaro. Jackson Gregory Stevens. Anna Catherine Stickles. Baden John Stickley. Terrell James Stitt. Ainsley Peyton Stoudemire. Luca Alexander Stouffer. William Wayne Stumpf. Lorelei Abigail Sullivan. Mackenzie Sandra Summers. Stuart Lillian Sutton. Maria Tabassum. Brooke Alexis Takis. James Tan. Jafari Pride Tassie. Damon Gabriel Owen Taylor. Juanita Armani Terrell. Michael Paul Terabeel. Elliot Elizabeth Tiemann. Cameron Monet Thomas. Kirsten Devine Thompson. Mark Andrew Daniel Thompson. Samaria Nikel Thompson. Hannah Grace Ann Threadgill. Destiny Amani Tomlinson. Gabriel Wayne Tupper. Eden Tiare Trigay. Sophia Jolie Neve Tesaurus. James Mason Tucker. John Emerson Turner. Alexander Saphir Underwood. Sadie Elizabeth Updegraff. Gabriel Joseph Van Sickle. Tyler Yin Van Stocken. Andrea Nicole Vega. Caitlin Jacqueline Veltri. Dominic Vincent Vokey. Lola Avery Wachtel. Megan Alyssa Wakefield. Aubrey Lynn Walden. Emma James Wallen. Dane Jonathan Weddle. Lacey Mae Wentz. Evan Reed Way. Kevin Daniel Whitaker. Landon Paul Whitaker. Isaac Gordon White. Joshua Quahim Alik White. Kendall Peyton White. Sophia Rose White. Madeline Maida Whitenack. Alexander Roscoe Wickman. Parker Ashley Wilkes. Corey Lee Wilkins. Anaya Naima Williams. Dane Christian Williams. Danielle Kristen Williams. Gracie Ireland Williams. Kevin Carter Willoughby. Waltera Sharniqua Wilson. Brett Matthew Wisneski. Sarah Francis Wolf. Ethan Paul Waddle. Jackson Edward Wright. George Wu. Misty Lee York. Skylar Grace York. Iden Bassary Yüksel. Connor Nicholas Zan. Isabella Marie Zampatopoulos. Emma Michelle Zarkis. Jack Edward Zagrebik. Alina Zidkova. Cal Anthony Zimmerman. Megan Marie Zinda.
Class of 2023, please rise. Now, there's one thing that we have to do before we make this official. We got to remind everybody who we are. We are! That was excellent. Class of 2023, by the power vested in me by the state of South Carolina and the Fort Mill School District Board of Trustees, I now pronounce you graduates of Fort Mill High School. Please remain standing for the Fort Mill High School alma mater, farewell, and the recessional.
Congratulations, class of 2023. Whether you're bawling your eyes out or itching to take your diploma and run, I want you to take one last moment and look around at your fellow students. Maybe they're your friends, maybe they're just someone who dropped a pencil that you snuck into your backpack and kept for 3 days. But regardless, these are the peers that you learned from and who rocked these last 4 years with you. As I stand here, gowned in blue and gold, I remember what I will take with me when I leave Fort Mill High School, what all of us will take with us. You'll likely forget the quadratic formula or Julius Caesar's speech, but my hope for the class of 2023 is that we never forget the lessons that we taught each other. As we all head off into what my mom calls the real world, I hope that we never forget that we are Fort Mill. Congratulations, class of 2023.
We won't